세바스찬 앞에 있네. 딴짓해야지. 와우. 와우. 얘 옷가게인가요? 뭐야. 뒷문으로 들어온 거네. 사장님, 제가 뭘 털려고 그런 게 아니고 들어오다 보니 뭐 어쩌다 보니. 세바.
I officially have all of my
준비물 다
supplies.
샀뜸.
Excellent.
뭐야? 저 종이 잡고 싶은데? 어? 이건 뭐야? 오크? 어떡해? 얘도 돌았는데 눈이? 아 여기 주민들 다 마법사지? 맞다. 걱정 안 해도 되겠네. 오.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
쟤! 야 쟤도 돼? 내 상점 다 부수는 거 아니야 쟤? 야 다시 왔는데? 내가 목격인데? 굴러
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it. We'll wear it down eventually.
이게 고대 마법 던지기? 뭐야?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done. Look out.
패 교패. 야 너 거기 앞에서 싸워도 돼?
Do the job.
좀만 더. X를 눌러 고대 마법 부르기. 오 쉣. 대박.
Goodness! A second troll!
아
Did you two
트롤이에요
take on
저게?
a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so.
솔직히 제가 다
It's all a
했는데.
bit of a blur, to be honest.
네
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We
괜찮아요.
are, and we were glad to help.
If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you. again.
싱어 경관님 네 도와드릴게요. 뭐 이거? 이거 내가 부순 거 같은데 내가 봤을 때. 레페로.
Hello there. I'll go and see what he wants.
너 아저씨 처리해. 나 이거 되살리고 있을게. 여기 뭐가 있는데?
Velia.
후플푸프 출신이 마을을 만들었대. 좋다. 일을 나만 하는 것 같아. 주민들 다 도망가고 지들 사는 동네를.
Officer Singer to worry about.
나 이거 무너지든 말든 난 상관없는데. 저기요. 제가 이렇게 다 복구해줬는데 뭘 해드릴 거죠 저에게? 돈 좀 꿔주세요 지금. 불쌍한 학생인 처지다. 돈이 없네.
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
절 찬양한다고요?
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls.
아
And not to mention your help
그럼요.
restoring
당연히
Hogsmeade to its
호그와트
rightful
학생으로서
state.
해야 할
I was
일이죠.
happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something
멀린의 훈장?
much more useful.
어
I own
뭐죠? 돈?
Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it
보호구,
were.
보호구
Life-saving
중요하지.
protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give
로브요?
you one such set
어디
of robes.
디자인
In
한번
thanks for what you
봅시다.
did today.
감사합니다.
Thank you, Mr. Hill.
주는 건
That's very
받아야지.
generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
이거요? 이거 중급? 장비. 망토와 로브. 오.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd
너가
say that
사는
I
거지?
agree with you.
나 돈 없다.
Perfect. 3 broomsticks is just this way.
저기
Assuming it isn't
날아다니는
utter bedlam in there. You might
페이퍼가
even meet
보이네.
Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
시로나? 버터비어 가게 주인인가? 왜? 누구야? 왜 쫓아가는 거지?
You said you could get to
난쟁이.
the child
이
when they
개
came
같은
to
난쟁이.
that all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction.
족밥 새끼 내가
This
찌발랐죠?
child. What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
나 잡으려고? 나 보고 있는데.
Let's go.
도망가, 도망가. 저 종이 갖고 싶지만 일단
Did they
도망가.
see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
빅터
Ranrock is
룩우드?
working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet.
얘 언제
I knew
알고?
I'd seen him somewhere.
신문에 나온 애구나. 야
Quickly,
쫓아온다.
let's get
도망가
inside the 3
도망가.
broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
살려주세요. 미친 고블린이 따라와요.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my
안녕하세요.
first time
처음
here.
왔어요.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
Oh, thank you.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
제가 좀
Thank you,
잘합니다.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before.
아, 이거 나 따라서 온 건데.
Something's not
괜히
right. The only brutes we usually have to
시민들
deal with.
괴롭혀. 어떻게? 쫓아왔어.
How timely.
어떻게?
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
딜 시계박주?
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
어떡해.
My friend is
누구세요?
enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me.
헐.
I said, my
다,
friend
다 같이
is
겨누고
busy.
있는 것 봐.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day.
아니, 난 충분하지 않아. 한 판 떠.
Come,
아저씨
Thomas.
덤벼.
The 3 broomsticks isn't what
그
it used
모자
to be.
내가 전리품으로 가져갈
Let's take our
테니까.
galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
꺼져. 쫄아서 째는 주제에 무슨.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
그래, 다음에 말해줄게.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle. I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Hollow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
안녕, 올빼미. 누구네 올빼미가 이렇게 귀여워? 이? 안녕. 우편? 교수님? 정말요? 예. 교수님 근데 어디 계신데? 아, 찍어주는구나.
Wish I brought Pet Owl to school. Don't misunderstand. I adore my toad. At least somewhat. Don't suppose you want a toad?
두꺼비 싫어해?
Revelio.
두꺼비도 두꺼비 나름의 귀여움이 있는데. 뛰어 뛰어. 와, 계단 이거 중간에 그냥 이렇게 뛰어내려서 내가면 안 돼? 안 되면 마로. 교수님 어디 계셔? 불러놓고. 아, 이 앞에 계시는구나. 예, 왜 부르셨어요?
Professor, I'm glad to
아,
see you.
그 찾았다고요? 뭔지.
Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
트롤은 뭐
Sir, the trolls were
족밥이죠.
wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin
다
silver.
조종박는 거 아니야?
Ranrock used it to control the dragon.
그래.
But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were
저
Ranrock's
저기 왜 이렇게
distraction so that
많아요?
Rookwood could
교수님
get to me.
때문에.
And he would have, had Serona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
로켓이요? 고블린들 말인데요. 로켓을
They're
원해요,
after the
걔네는.
locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment.
쟤 뭐가
It's a map
보이는데?
of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The
도서관
restricted section, to be
제한이고요.
precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous.
좀
I'd like you to
위험한
work with
길을
Professor
갈
Hecat a
수도
bit
있죠.
before we continue. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me.
네,
I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
네. 이거 뭐지? 피그 교수님. 새 학생을 맞을 준비를 하라는 다소 불편한 요청 외학 5학년이라는군. 학기 시작 전 이 학생이 잘 적응할 수 있도록 지도하고 조언해줄 사람이 필요하다고 하는데 이를 교수님께 위임하기로 했습니다. 교장이 우리 교수님한테 피그 교수님한테 나를 떠맡겼구만?
Hello there.
예,
Hello. What are you
왜
calling me?
불러?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise.
보물지도?
Slight respite
좋아.
from battling the
줘봐,
odd troll, I
지도.
should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found two maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
가볼래.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map. Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it
아, 넌
leads.
같이 안 가고 나 혼자 가? 좋아. 내가 갈게.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
쉣, 이게 지도야? 그냥 나 이거 배워왔음. 이게 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 저게 뭐야 도대체. 삼, 0, 2, 1, 2 와, 이건가? 스카프. 교수님?
I'm here about the new spell you
아,
wanted to teach
주문
me.
배우러 왔어요, 교수님.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing
네.
your defensive magic
좀
assignments.
상황이 안
As
좋아서.
such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making
Incendio.
spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
좋네요.
But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks.
네.
You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're
뭔데요?
finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed ones isn't as secret as it's believed to
교찬
be.
지팡이들. 그게 뭐야? 테스트. 나 이거 할래.
There's the fountain. I'm getting closer.
와이번 분수. 얜
The
몰라.
Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Is everything all right?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm just...
The what keys?
The
뭔 키?
Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about.
다이달로스 열쇠?
Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Moll, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why
그
would I do
잡으면
that?
뭐 보물 얻을
Each
수
key will
있다는
lead you to a
거야?
locked cabinet somewhere in the
잠긴
castle.
캐비넷?
If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
열쇠가 날아다닌다는
Perhaps I'll give
거지?
it a go.
그래.
I hope you do. In fact, I think
천문탑?
I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower.
알았어.
This looks like the portrait from the map. Now, where's the treasure? Revelio.
요거다. 내놔.
Aha! There was a doorway hidden within the portrait. I wonder
상자.
what came of Arthur's search.
여긴 학교에 옷이 참 많다.
Find anything yet?
Hello,
야,
Arthur.
찾았어.
Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky.
지금 믿고 있는
Seems as though
거야.
we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery.
퀘스트. 세바스찬. 하이. 너가 여기 대빵이야? 아닌가? 너구나.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have
내가
really
걔
impressed
빨랐어
Sebastian.
그냥. 내가 콧대를
I
눌러줬지.
seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does crossed ones work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins.
쓰러질
So
때까지
we're
하는
determining
거야?
the school's greatest duelist once and for all.
네.
And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
완전 관심 있어.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
할래.
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret.
야, 쟤 모자까지 장비했는데? 나 목도리 눌러야 되는 거 아니야? 그래, 나 필요 없는데? 아우, 졌어. 한 번 더, 한 번 더. 잠깐만. 기다려봐. 됐어. 덤벼봐. 또 졌어. 한 번 더, 한 번 더.
Yes, don't count me out yet.
오, 이겼다.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
야, 진짜 어거지로 이겼다.
Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
내가 좀 잘했어.
Hope to see you back here again.
한 판 더 해야 돼. 나 한 판 더 할래.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course.
아니 훈련
I'll fetch it
더미
and give you a list
말고.
of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. that's enough practice. You
알았어.
looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready.
할래.
Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
나 파트너 없는데. 오나이?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
야, 나 콤보
Apologies in
배웠다.
advance.
덤벼라. 야, 3대2? 야, 미쳤냐? 아, S! O! W! 레비어소 D! 레비어소 이렇게 쓰는 거야. 공이나 맞아라. D! D! 저기서 벗어나는 법이 있구나. 몰랐네.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But
아,
after that
다
last round,
덤비라 해.
they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll
알았어.
let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
교수님, 과제 다 했어요. 자, 애들한테 왕따도 당하면서 과제하려고. 애들이 막 떼거지도 저 때려요.
If only a new student were to help me with...
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak. The girl whom everyone at school hates for
너
no
이유 없이
reason.
미움받는 애니? 왜?
Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoil sports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst. That no talent, no
Leander
mind.
Pruitt.
I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is.
gobstone
I was
collection.
hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
진짜?
Ground game.
하기
And
싫은데?
if you lose, they spray you with a
악취나는
foul-smelling
애케?
liquid.
개 싫은데? 끔찍한데?
I haven't much interest in a
그니까.
game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often.
너
People can be so
이러니까
cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with
너
smelly
이러니까
gobstone
왕따
spit,
나가지.
it's their own fault for losing.
그래.
Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high
새끼
places all over the
계속
school.
게임으로 깝치니까 나라도
Sounds
그럴
as if
듯.
you caused a smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
아이 곱스톤 내가 찾아서
I'll see what I can
부숴야겠다.
do.
교수님.
I trust Mr. Brattleby.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
과제 다
Glad to
했어요.
hear it. then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
딱히 확인을 안 하시네.
Professor?
Yes.
그냥 다
I'm
했다고
sorry to
하면
say, I
해주시네.
visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Yep. 됐어. Incendio.
Feel free to practice in the classroom before you go.
Incendio.
Set up a few targets
우와.
for you.
타겟이요? 이거요?
Incendio.
좀 가까이서 쏴야 되는구나.
Getting it.
우와.
Keep at it.
좋은데?
Off on another adventure, are we?
나 바빠. 말 걸지 마.
Ah, there you are.
나 왜 자빠져 있니? 네, 왔어요.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills.
네.
That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
갑시다.
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with
어디
a student
가세요?
and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student.
와,
I
싸가지.
would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
헐. 교수님, 힘내세요. 저 혼자 갈게요,
That man
그냥.
is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor,
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
저 그냥 먼저 가면 안 돼요? 세바스찬한테 마법 배워서 내가 혼자 가야지. 야,
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
란록이랑
Seems he's working
관련됐어.
with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's
와, 이거
quite
다
the
말해도
tale.
되나?
Fig had this
A
portkey.
portkey? To Gringotts? I'm
나
not
이
sure I
정도까지
follow.
말할 생각은
Barely followed
없었는데.
myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we
Yes.
found a map. That map leads to the restricted
란록이랑
section.
관련됐다는
be
그
serious.
정도만 말할 줄
Deadly
알았는데
serious.
다
Professor
물어버리네.
Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being
그래,
clever
정보
enough not to
줬으면
get
너도 정보
caught
줘.
in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
그래, 저녁에 봐.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
여기야? 도서관 앞이?
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner. So don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be
알았어.
sneaky. Let's go.
Hold
나만
on
믿어?
now. There's a spell you should know. The
투영?
disillusionment charm.
투영
Good for getting
마법은
places
뭐야?
you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light.
오,
Just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean
Oh.
I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells.
마법은
spells are
공짜지.
free.
어,
Give it
알려줘.
a try.
어. 어디 보자. 투영. 얘는 어떻게 써? 투영 이거 루머스 빼고 넣자.
I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
그래, 자본놀이 뭔데? 알았어. 살금살금 다니면 되지? 타타타타타타타. 빨리 문 열어. 오.
Librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
여기. 야, 이 책이 너무 많이 안 꽂혀 있는데? 야, 더 와. 너랑 대화를 하라고? 이렇게 급한데? 야, 의자도 따뜻한 데 있자, 우리.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
없을 거라며, 사서.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do.
너가
I'll
시선을
create a
끌어.
distraction to
그래.
draw her away.
난 열쇠
You focus on
찾아올게.
getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
알았어.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
오케이. 야, 내가 주의 끌고 네가 열쇠 가지러 갈 뻔했다. 교수님.
Is someone there?
사서 선생님.
Is that you, Peeves?
뭔가 일이 난 것 같지 않습니까? 빨리 가서 보세요. 열쇠 찾았다. 도망가.
That wasn't so difficult after all.
야,
Now,
여기 있어?
to find
여기
that
있네.
book.
야, 들어와. 문 열었다. 이건 뭐지?
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
쓸모없는 거구나. 야, 빨리 와. 교준? 아.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
뭐가 귀신이야? 뭐가 귀신이야? 이거? 오케이. 가자. 오. 귀신이 왜 이렇게 많아? 뭔 학교에 귀신이 이렇게 많아?
Should be in the clip.
여기 뭐가 안전해? 들킬 뻔했잖아.
What is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, and so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section?
헛소리만 있는 책이구만요.
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
야, 상자.
You're being awfully cryptic.
돈 나오네.
We must remain unseen.
귀신이 여기 있어.
Revelio.
미안, 나 이거 못 참아. 필드 페이지 못 참아. 이거 이건 뭐야? 모형? 아씨, 뭐 쓸데없는 게. 어.
Sebastian Solo and his new little friend.
야, 어떡해?
Exploring where they shouldn't be.
나 작은 새라고?
You'll get
야, 죽여!
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
야, 유령은 어떻게 잡냐?
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
그래. 피부스 잡으러 가 너.
I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides,
전문이구나.
I like having friends who are in my debt.
Now
go. Good luck in your search.
나 딱히 빚졌다 생각 안
Now,
하는데.
where has that damned poltergeist got to?
그래.
I know just the spell to repair this armor. Repair it.
야, 이게 무슨 제한 구역이야. 있는 게 별로 돈밖에 안 되는데? 저기 돈 또 있겠다. 돈 먹으러 가야지. 상자.
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
상자가 더 있지. 가보자. 고고. 어우, 무거워. 크라켄 망토? 와, 멋져. 맘에 쏙 들어.
Where might this lead?
열자. 뭐야? 우와, 이게 뭐야?
Revelio.
저기 뭔가 패고 싶은데. 어이. 뒤. 잠깐만. 그래. 좀 다 되고 나서 가야지.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Revelio.
와, 고대 마법으로밖에 못 때려? 이건? 어우, 여기 옆에 또 있었구나. 스튜피파이. 콤보? 고대 마법에 성공하거나 데미지를 입힐수록 향상돼. 아, 저기 오른쪽에 있네. 아, MP가 차 있으면 고대 마법 이걸 할 수 있다는 거야? 아, 나 이게 차 있었구나. 왜 차 있었지? 덤벼. 야, 도끼 같은 거 던지지 마라. 다 떨궈 죽여도 되는 거야? 얘들아 올라와봐. 미안해. 이래도 돼?
Revelio.
되는가 보네. 이렇게 반 되고 반 나머지도 되고 띠띠띠띠띠띠띠띠띠띠띠 오케이. 아니 마법사가 그냥 피지컬로 다니네.
But to where?
이건 뭐지? 이게 뭐지?
Revelio.
이 새끼는 뭐지? 이 상자는 뭐지? 교복? 그럼 아까도 뭐 얻을 수 있던 거 아닌가? 아까 뭐 있는 거 안 갔는데. 기본 마법.
Nearly there.
뛰어.
Best keep my wits about me.
가보자. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다, 여, 일곱, 여덟. 컷!
It is a book after all. Revelio.
진짜 책밖에 없어? 여기 뭘 찾으러 왔더라? 근데 내가 아 그 뭐 로켓? 로켓에 대한 게 여기 있을 거라는 교수님의 기도에 있었기? 뭐야? 책에서 물이 나와. 또 머리 담가야 돼? 아유, 또 누구 기억이야? 예언가 아저씨? 여기가 어디예요? 우물? 꼬맹이? 물이 없어? 우린 망했어? 어떡해. 우와. 와, 고대 마법 쩐다. 그냥 비 바로 내리게. 와, 풀도 막 자라. 마법비라 그런가? 고대 마법사들은 굉장하구나. 건물도 막 엄청 짓네. 야, 아직도 칼록대는데? 사람 병 고치는 마법은 없나? 아저씨, 쟤도 좀 고쳐줘요. 쟤 우리 캘록대는 동생. 이건 안 했네. 왜 이건 안 해줘? 아저씨, 저 기억나요?
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach. Welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad.
호그와트 초기
Especially in light of your
사람들이요?
unusual situation, starting as a fifth year.
나랑 똑같네.
As it
5학년부터
happens,
입학하는 거.
I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard
아,
of
그래요?
another like us.
Miss Morgan, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too.
오.
But we've never known of another who could.
나도 볼 수
Don't
있는데.
understand. What are they?
The whispers or
고대
traces
마법.
that appear when a
흔적.
particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic.
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of
고대
ancient
마법의
magic.
요새구나.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
네, 뭐 쉽죠.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
세바스찬한테 막 이 말 저 말 다 했는데.
Sebastian.
세바스찬. 어딨어? 걸린 거야?
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I
어떡해.
had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient.
내가 교수님을
I'm
기절시킬게.
afraid I
도망가.
must take this to the headmaster.
But
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me.
협박을 받은 거라면 내게 말하렴.
You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
야, 우리 우정,
There was nobody
우정을
else.
버려버리.
I came alone.
아, 간지나는 새끼.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
야, 나도 그냥 가서 불어. 사서한테. 도서관에서 마법 금지해도 될까요? 크래시다 볼룸은 최근 배운 주문을 연습할 수 있는 개인 경기장이라 생각하는 것 같아요. 피부스는 온순한 거라는 생각이 들. 책을 가지고 가라고? 난 책이 거기서 들고 왔나? 어휴, 교장 선생님 계신데?
Cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It
야,
is
해치워드릴까요?
rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... big. Visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Revelio. Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait.
책 갖고
You
왔어요,
accessed the
교수님.
restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the
그냥
restricted
잘
section
들어갔다
as it appeared on
왔어요.
the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
이걸 하나하나 다 설명을 해줘야 돼, 내가? 그냥 그런 줄 알았어요.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
It appears someone has got to the book before us.
누가?
Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful.
누가
It may
책을
take some
찢어갔어,
time.
이 싸가지 없는.
I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here.
아,
The first
맞아요.
memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a
저도
drought.
잘하면 비 내릴 수 있을 것 같아요.
And the second
교수님.
memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
마법부요? 조지의 죽음을 뭐라고 말씀하실 거예요,
What will you tell them
마법부에?
about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
네.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them.
여자
as well.
얼마나 친구들과 잘 지내는데요?
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible.
어?
I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
나싸이가 나한테 이런 얘기를 왜 하지? 어떻게 알고? 세계지도? 안개로 덮여 있대. 여기서 만나겠어? 제대로 안 봐갖고. 알았어.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
마법 먼저 배우고 갈게. 회피 구르기. 적을 어디서 처치하죠? 적이 없는데 난. 숲에 뭐 잡을 만한 게 있으려나?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
여기 뭐 빨간색이 뜨는데? 어? 잡았다. 혀? 기분 나빠. 야야 잠깐만 조그만 거 죽음. 도망가.
Levioso! Incendio!
기다려. 한 마리씩?
Lumos! Levioso! Incendio! Levioso! Incendio!
이건 뭐야? 어머머머머. 귀여워라.
Shame you're so foul. Revelio. Incendio.
와. 재밌다. 튀어오르는 톡버섯 다 뽑아!
These rocks have seen better days.
돌 상태가 뭐가 있어? 이건 건물인데.
Revelio. Incendio.
이런데 들어가도 되나? 아유, 이미 들어왔지. 이게 뭐야? 관 아니야? 관까지는 아닌가?
Incendio.
왜 해골이 있는데? 어잉? 이렇게 부셔도 돼? 다 땡겨볼까? 뭐죠? 뭔가 열리나요?
Lumos.
땡겨? 어? 오! 오! 불? 왔어. 필살기! 어이씨. 뭐야? 이거 어떻게 나가, 여기서? 텔포해서 나가야겠다. 재밌는데? 금기된 숲?
Always said that travel broadens the mind.
써도 돼. 뛰어. 물약을 좀 사야 되지 않나 싶은데.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
여기 뭐 없는데? 양밖에 없는 것 같은데? 그리고 이 독버섯이랑 이런 거 안 주워 먹길 조심해야지. 야, 왜 여기까지 불러?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three
아,
Broomsticks.
너도 거기
I have been
있었어?
worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
나도 몰라.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack.
내
And
용맹함에
I shall
대해
never
얘기하고
forget
있었구만
watching
다들.
Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks.
아.
Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like
입장?
Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Mattibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
약간 가족의 연이구만. 가족과. 그래, 잘 생각했어.
Rookwood and Harlow are a
너도 내
dangerous
편이
pair.
되는 거야.
And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped.
그래.
Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her.
그래,
She
교관님이
was
해야 되는데 왜
polite,
우리가
but
하고 있지?
perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some
그건
of
어쩔 수
Rookwood's
없지.
lot talking about a massive poaching operation that
밀려?
Harlow was planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit.
밀려 팔 게 뭐
Try to
있지?
get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to.
그래,
I shall reach
네가
out when I know
정보를
more.
캐와.
In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank
아,
you, Natty.
고맙다.
Be on your guard.
어,
Revelio.
여기는 어디니 근데?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
But Mummy,
Archie, I don't have time to argue. I've told you repeatedly not to stray far from home, especially when I'm inside with your little sister.
안녕하세요.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this
Oh,
is my potion
마법약?
shop. I can answer any questions you have about the
힐 좀.
town.
물건
What do you have
구경해도
for sale?
될까요?
What can I help?
very well, Mummy.
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
넵.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Pardon
왜?
me, is
왜
everything
이러고
all right?
있어?
Hardly. I've just lost my business and almost my life. You'd best look elsewhere for wares. I've nothing to sell now. I never thought it'd come to this. Be on your guard.
They attacked you.
Oh,
걔네가
Ramrock has no
얘네도 패?
patience for goblins who won't join him. While I too would like to see goblin kind. When I said as much, they turned on me. Struck me till I
Oh.
nearly passed that.
그림?
You
화가세요?
mentioned that your paintings were taken.
I am. It's not calling, though most
그런데
would think it an
옷도
unusual path for a
물감이 막
goblin.
튀어있네.
Most of my
그냥
family work in
꼬질꼬질한
metal.
옷인 줄
Or
알았는데.
I'd wager my finest brush that Ramrock's without my carts and my livelihood.
알았어요.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
I did enchant the carts to return
술에
to me if I
귀한 마법을
ever lost them, however.
걸어놨어요?
Slim though the chances may be. I'm up. It was nice meeting you.
술에 찾아볼까? 저쪽에 있다는데. 나 냅다 고블린 캠프로 가도 되는 거 맞나?
An encampment. This must be it.
mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, suppose it could get a bit boring.
뭐야? 안 죽었네?
I won't rest dead.
Looks as if there's more than one way to enter.
뭐야?
Anne will regret not joining us. He doesn't come round now. He'll be made even more of an example.
석궁화살.
Should have killed that traitor, Arnold.
암살. 여기가 입구인가? 아니네. 또 다른 입구가 이게 아니네.
What an unfortunate end for you.
오이씨. 와, 이렇게 패 죽여도 돼? 개 재밌는데?
One let how nice of you to stop by. I won't rest until you can't stop us. Pity, not quite. Easily diverted. That's your best. Stride.
You don't believe you can... What are you doing? This is sad. Really, it is. I shall admit, it was pitiful. What an unfortunate disappointment.
하나 어딨어? 수레는 어딨어? 다 뚫고 그냥 내 세상 됐는데? 어쩌지? 수레 이거? 이 문을 열어? 아...
Quite an enchantment. The carts are returning to Arn.
Not your best moment, I
나 얘 하나만 잡.
Rock won't be stopped.
That was quite something.
아이, 물약 다 썼네. 야, 나도 태워가. 그 그런 건 못하네. 빨리 와 그럼. 아, 나 멀다.
You're here for my wares. I'm afraid I still don't
Yeah.
have my car.
On, I have good news. Your carts are on their way
술에
back.
갖고 왔어야 되나?
I don't know what to say. Any hope I have of getting my belongings back was quickly fading. Ramrock's lot called me a fool for believing in the good in wizard kind. Thank you for proving them wrong.
어렵지
I
않았어?
managed to free your carts fairly easily.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right. Oh, I can't wait to have my things back,
하긴
especially my
물감이
paints.
비쌀 텐데.
You know, you've inspired me. I've been dealing with witches and wizards for years, and we've always got along just
나
fine.
표상 하나 그려줘. 방에다
My next
갈아놓을게.
piece will be a tribute to all that is good between us.
예, 멋진 생각인 것 같아요.
What a nice idea, On. I wish you luck with it.
Oh, I can't
저
wait
하나
to get
공짜로 줄
started.
수 있죠?
Thank you again for all you've done.
아까 공경에 처한 인간을 구해줘야 된다는 걸 다시 해보자. 공경에 처한 난쟁이도 구해줬는데
They
이건 안
must have
쳐줘?
come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
뭐야?
Students, you can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
뒤질래? 수저 빼빠이. 어?
You can live
아, 제가 처리했습니다. 이거 뭐야? 아씨,
Oh, what's the
그냥
light
와버렸네,
out of your
얘가.
eyes? Do you really think that I'm sorry to hurt them all?
I'm not going anywhere.
You crazy cowards!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
I'm just warming up.
저 피가 없는데요.
No, don't.
저기요 선생님, 물약 좀 남은 거 있으십니까? 구해줬는데.
I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive
이게
skills.
방어야? 공격 아니야?
Tell you why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you.
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and
Ashwinder?
extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
프리아는 누구예요?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
무슨 연구하시는데요?
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
어, 멀린.
Merlin?
그게
Of the
누구예요,
legend of
근데?
King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
재밌을 것
I
같네요.
can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I
단서.
believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
아웃된장국?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely.
그럼
Would
아욱을
you care
들고
to do
다녀야
the
돼?
honors? We can see what comes of
아,
our
제가
little
해보라고요?
hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
이거요?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
저
I
아욱은
have the
없어요.
Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
아욱을 어떻게 내려놓죠? 아, 이렇게. 와.
Wow! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious.
Merlin's beard! The flames make the pyre sink.
됐나요? 불만 붙이면 되는 거야? 이걸 왜 사람들이 못하고 있지? 아욱이 필요하다는 걸 몰라서 못했나? 얘 누구야?
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research.
네,
My guess is that
연구하세요.
each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really
네.
must be off.
사다 쓸게요,
Such
그냥.
a pleasure to meet you.
와, 여기 거머리 짱 많다. 늪지역이라 그런가?
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
뭐 말해봐.
Hello? Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys?
너 나랑 닮았다,
I was hoping
얼굴이.
someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake.
호수
Might you be
바닥에?
the one to help me?
재밌겠다.
Diving
근데
into the
나
lake sounds like an
뭐
adventure.
어떻게 호수에 들어가?
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
어떻게 된
What
거야?
happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
그게 뭐야?
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a
나침반?
handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
그래, 알았어.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of
그래?
course, you may
그거 말고
discover
나오는
much
거 다
more
내
than the
거.
astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide
와,
schedule. My best
대단하다.
guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back.
This must be where the Pinch-Smedley family astrolabe is.
여기 뭐 있다. 잠수. 오. 잠수. 건포도 패턴이라니 흥미로워. 털코트 보드랍겠군. 찾았다. 아, 이게 마법사냐? 누가 봐도 육체판데.
I trust you didn't find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
가져왔어. 대가를
I
치르면
did,
줄게.
but it wasn't easy. I shall need to be compensated.
I see. That's fair, I suppose. A reward, so to speak, for finding the buried treasure. Thank you for recovering it. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
그래서 보상은?
Thank you again. And I do hope you
20원?
keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
20원 받겠다고 내가 물에 들어가갖고. 이거 뭐지?
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
쿨타임 주는 건가? 이게 진짜 좋은데?
A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
네, 또 올게요. 안녕하세요.
Greetings. Please,
Ow.
take your time
Ow.
looking about.
아우, 아우, 아우,
Now, you let me know if there's anything else I can help you with.
아우, 아우.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
수업 들어야겠다. 아니다. 과제. 문이 안
You'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Revelio.
Oh, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
애들 진짜 뿔뿔이도 해놨다.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did.
나랑 대화하겠다고?
Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you.
그래,
I've
던킨
heard
하우스.
all about you, of course. Confronting
던킨
trolls
도너츠?
and dragons.
나 운이 좋아.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted. In
왜?
which case,
너
you are
왕따 당하니?
precisely the person I need. You see, We were learning to repel boggarts in Professor
Oh.
Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
호가트가 뭐야? 그게 뭐야?
They're adorable. Why would you be afraid of a puffskein?
They seem adorable until one sticks its tongue up your nose. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
웃기다.
Sorry. But you have to admit that's rather clever.
I do not have to admit that. Everett said the same thing. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in.
Say a
bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
그래.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I
위험해
shall take a
보이는 거
look.
뜯어오면 되지?
I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
그래, 은혜 평생 갚아라. 우와, 수업 듣는다. 왜 하잖아. 자자, 다들 그만하고 앉아 좀. 아유. 공부 조지기. 좋댔다. 오늘 쫓기 시험이 든 거 처음 알았어. 아, 수업 끝났으니까 우리 가서 뭐 할까? 밥 먹자. 나 수업을 들은 거야, 이게?
Professor, I completed all of your
네,
most
과제
recent
다
assignments.
했어요.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus. Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be all you need to defeat the most powerful dark witches and wizards you might encounter. Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
짠! Expelliarmus. 오케이. 와, 쩐다.
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class.
Wow.
A little treat for your auntie.
와, 교수님 되게 예뻐.
Oh, hello.
반응이 왜 이렇게
Please
떨떠름해요?
welcome the new
아, 처음
friends in
봤구나,
our
우리.
garden.
안녕하세요.
We do look forward to growing together.
Yep.
How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the
맨드레이크.
mellifluous tuber
그
known
뽑으면
as the
소리 지르는 애
mandrake
아닌가?
root. Accio.
아키움. 이거 뽑아도 돼요?
Let's see if we
다
can't make our
기절한다고
fibrous friends a
들었는데.
bit more comfortable,
아닌가?
shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
그런 단순한 방법으로 막는다고요?
Now,
우리 마법사
everyone,
맞아?
grip their mandrake by the
각자
tip
하나씩
and
뽑는
give it
거야?
a firm tug.
오, 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 오이. 개 시끄러워. 오, 어떡해.
Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil.
어우.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp
저
of.
화분이 없어요. 귀가 먹는 줄 알았어요,
I
아주.
nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late
각자
notice.
전용 화분
Plant
테이블이
the seeds there
있군요.
now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to
옆에
grow.
벌레 날아다녀.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
우와.
Well
비밀이는데?
done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out?
중국산
Introduce you to
깨무는
a
양배추요?
different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
어우, 조심할게요.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade
안녕.
the other day. Nice to meet
왜
you.
다들
I'm
벌레를
Leander.
잡고 있어?
I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there. But you'll lead. Nice work in defense against the dark arts, by the way.
이건가?
Excuse me?
이거 아욱인데.
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good.
너 나 안내해주러 온 거 맞지? 왜 나 알아서 가고 있니?
Here we are. Home of the Chinese chomping cabbage.
여기?
Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
하고 탭을 누른 상태로 누르면 사용할 수 있다고?
Look at that.
오!
Anything they can get their mouths on.
우와!
Mum planted some in her
다시
garden
주워가자,
last year
이거.
to keep the gnomes out. Did save them a few gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight.
오, 나
Not saying you
식물이
can't
같이
do it alone,
싸워주는 게
but- Well, imagine
뭔지
that
처음
wasn't a
알았어.
dummy.
그래.
Trust me, Leander. I was imagining it the entire time.
You were? I mean, of course. You're, not someone to be trifled with. I see that. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
네, 식물 재밌어요.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more. I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
되게 정이 많은 타입이시네.
I do wonder about
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must.
씁쓸한 뿌리부터 열매까지 다 질이 좋네요. 우리 조카 딸도 교수님 밑에서 그 비결을 배웠으면 좋겠어요. 아, 그 이모랑 친분이 있어가지고 이렇게 잘 챙겨주는 거지? 약간. 마법약까지만 하고. 아니다, 그냥 여기까지 할까?
Desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
이 교수는 오로 출신이야? 오로가 뭐 쌈 잘하는 애들 아닌가? 세비 하이. 여기까지 해야겠다 오늘. 배고파 죽겠어 지금.